Is anybody out there brave enough to tell me what they thought? Or you don't want to be wrong? I saw you working, Zucchini. I did. Do you want to tell us what you did?
So first, I looked at the sums of that square.
This one? Okay.
And then I did 1 minus cosine squared.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do that. For those of you that couldn't hear, what Zucchini did is she took this and substituted in 1 minus cosine squared for that. I have no idea if that's right, but let's see. Well, you can do that. Is that the best approach? I don't know, but to heck with it. Okay, am I recording right now? I think I am. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm recording. Yes, okay, good. So, we're going to call this 1 minus cosine squared x, like that. Yeah? Okay. Interesting. That could work. Now what? Right? Because we can't combine these. So we used a tool, we did the Pythagorean manipulation and substitution. Now, since we did that, and this hasn't come up yet, but let's talk about it. Since we did that, let's ignore this one then, right? So, let's not bring something else in here in terms of sign, because then that's kind of counterproductive, and I don't know if you did that. But doing one Pythagorean substitution and manipulation worked out because we have a cosine squared now, which maybe we want that. Let's go back to the toolbox and look for something else. Okay, remember there's 3 things we're supposed to look for. Fractions, squared terms, and plus and minus signs. Do we have fractions? We do. What can we do with this fraction? If you wanted to, you could decompose it. That's one of our tools, right? The inverted triangle where we have a binomial on the top but not on the bottom. So we could decompose this fraction. Now, why might we want to do that? Stay with me. Well, over here, there are 2 parts. There's this part, and there's this part. 2 parts to that side, should we say. Over here, there's 1 fraction. But I can break that fraction apart. So if we did that, it would be 1 over cosine x minus cosine squared x over cosine x. Now over here I've got this. And take a look for a second. Everything here, this, I don't think we've had to do this yet, but we could. See, how many cosines do we see here? Do we see a lot of cosines? We certainly do. It's almost all cosines, isn't it, Nicholas? Isn't it almost all cosines? Except for what? The secants? But isn't secant 1 over cosine? Okay. How about we write everything in terms of cosine? Even this guy, and this guy, and he's already okay. Or she, he or she. Now what? What can I do? Can I clean it up? Can I simplify anything? Anything I can push together, cancel, anything like that? Look at the trees in the forest here. What about this? Can I multiply that together? Yes, I can. So this will be cosine squared x over cosine x. This is 1 over cosine x. And then, would you look at that? Those are the same. Done. All I need to do is show that the left side is the same as the right side. Okay? Do I have to turn this into this? No. I just have to show that the left side and the right side have the same pieces. Okay? Now, because I asked Zuccheli, what'd you do? We went with it. Can I show you a different way? Okay? I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to restart it. All right? Method number 2.